few days, voters in Edo State, south of Nigeria, will head to the polls to elect their next governor. About 17 political parties are vying for the governorship seat in what is shaping up to be a highly competitive election, but there are those who will say it's a three-horse race. However, the lead up to the election has been marked by internal crisis within several of these parties. The People's Democratic Party, one of the key contenders, is facing its own internal challenges. But despite these setbacks, the PDP remains confident. But it raises the question of whether they can rally in time to present a united front at the polls. Well, joining me to have a conversation on this is the PDP's National Publicity Secretary, Debo Ologunagba. He joins me live in the studio. Thank you so much for being on Prime Time.
Thank you very much for having me. Good evening.
Good evening.
Right.
A busy time for political parties with the off-cycle election, Edo State case in point tonight. Your party has had a lot, like many other political parties, but how are you faring ahead of these polls?
I tell you, we're faring very, very well with Edo State. And the indices are there already. There have been polls carried out by people that are reputable institutions, and they've indicated and suggested that Asue Godalo of the PDP is well ahead of the other parties. But we're not just concerned about that. I think we should look, and we're all here, we should look at what's happening on ground in Edo State. It's not so much about what I say to you, but what is on the street, and you can't check that, fast check that. Two things. When you present yourself for public office, and I think this must begin to define how politics should be played in this country. When you offer yourself to a public office, at what level, you must be able and you must be willing and ready to engage with the people. I will give this example. And your network has been calling for this opportunity. Asue Godalo is savvy, is competent, is intelligent, is a lawyer, is a consultant, well renowned, and is done exceedingly well in engaging with the people. One, through the media, town hall meetings, through the campaigns, both in Nigeria and in diaspora. Contrast that to the candidate of the APC. He has refused to even engage the media. I think that is an insult to the politics. And so these are all of the issues. In more important thing, and Nigerians know that it is a referendum on the APC failure, but at the level of the federal government and at the various states where the APC superintend. And that is the challenge. That's what's on the ballot in the Edo State, and people are waiting and willing. I mean, you see the campaigns. I mean, that tells you the character of the people. I mean, when people come down so low, and this is a reminder about the value that political leaders place on Nigerian citizens, particularly women.
Well,
so I think it's important to know that we are good, that's what you're saying. In Edo State, PDP is confident. We have a good candidate who is available, who is connecting to the people, and I think that should be the subject matter of the conversation.
That's why you're the spokesperson of the party. I didn't expect it to say anything contrary to that. But because you have raised the issue of the candidates of the APC, and just to play the devil's advocate here, they have said repeatedly, even though Arise News has extended an invitation, and we still continue to extend the invitation.
Thank you for doing that.
But they have made the case that their candidate and their strategy or their communication strategy is different from what others have adopted.
Yeah.
He's been at campaign rallies that have been aired live on different networks in Nigeria.
Yeah.
He's had a sit down with a pidgin interview recently.
Correct.
They say their candidate don't need to speak to the people via television stations. They're having one-on-one conversations with the people. How do you respond to that? That everybody doesn't have to go to